Welcome to the Destin-Ft Walton Beach Airport and to the Okaloosa Today Show. We are taping on site at the airport. I'm Kathy Newby, the Public Information Officer for Okaloosa County, and I would like to welcome our guest, pretty new, Airports Director Tracy Stage. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited you guys are here on scene at the airport at VPS, Destin-Ft Walton Beach Airport.
I love coming to the airport because everybody at the airport's happy. They're either greeting people coming to see them, or they're going somewhere fun and exciting. So.
And you know, honestly, that's one of the biggest job satisfactions you get here. You get to see the one military member coming back from a long deployment, and their entire squadron or group is out here to greet them. You see sad times too, but a majority of everybody's extremely happy. We make it easy, so wonderful facility.
Well, thank you for being here, and we have a lot going on at all three of our airports, including this one, the Bob Sykes Airport, and the Destin Airport. And we're going to talk about all that today. But let's start with, you've been with the county for a long time, and now you've been our airports director as of recently. But you've been with the county for a long time. You've been right here at the airport. You want to talk a little bit about that? Let folks know about.
Yeah, I have. For the past just about 10 years with the Okaloosa County airport system. So I've seen a lot of change at all three airports, and I've been a part of a lot of it. It's been a tremendous honor to serve the citizens, and now being the director of the system, get to kind of see it with the vision that I've had for years.
Right.
So moving forward, a lot of great things. We've accomplished a tremendous amount of good for the citizens and for the airport system just in the last 6 months. So look forward to talking about it with you.
We are going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to start with the great job that your staff does, and y'all go through several inspections a year. I mean, it is a regulatory place. We have to keep the public safe, so you go through you have a lot of regulations that you have to meet, and criteria you have to meet, and inspections you have to pass. You want to talk about
right.
that?
We're inspection ready at a moment's notice, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because that's when we could possibly be inspected. However,
have an issue, right?
Right, absolutely. So, however, we do have scheduled annual inspections from the FDOT and the FAA and the TSA. Most recently, we went through our Florida Department of Transportation aviation inspections at our general aviation airports and passed with flying colors. Just last week, we had our FAA annual certification inspection, which at the end of the day gives us our ability to operate, our certificate to be a commercial service airport. So yes, the staff, I believe there's a photo that the folks at home can see. There's just a few of us, not everybody here today, but I can't say enough about the staff. That's the horsepower behind this system, and they do a tremendous job. The FAA has commended us in writing on our FAA inspection, so yeah, it's a daily effort.
And they don't normally do that, do they?
It's a tireless daily effort from the heart. The staff is extremely happy to be here, and they do a terrific job.
With a pretty lean staff too, I might add.
Extremely. Our numbers aren't even close to what our competitors have, and we have 3 airports to operate and manage. So
that's true. Wow. So. All right, well, let's get on and talk about the Destin-Ft Walton Beach Airport. We've got some new bookings. We've got some new carriers. What do you want to talk about first?
Yeah, like I said, the staffs, for years we have been working to attract additional airlines. That's something we do on a daily basis. We meet with airline executives. We go to their headquarters and meet with them. And there's always been airlines that are on our radar that we're always going after. Most recently, as most folks know, we were able to secure Allegiant Airlines. It's a huge deal. They're ranked number 3 out of all the carriers in the United States. They've been flying in Florida for about 10 years, and we got them. So a little background on that. Again, years of efforts to attract them here. But what really put us over the edge, in addition to our relationship on Eglin Air Force Base, was the Tourist Development Council. The airport staff went to the TDC and requested an incentive request at $3 million. The TDC unanimously approved that request, and that's what put us over the top with our competition.
that right?
Our rates and charges are lower than any of our competing airports, and that's mainly because we're on the world's largest military installation and the partnership we have at Eglin. So
talk a little bit about that, Tracy.
Sure. We're essentially a terminal. We do not manage the airfield. We do not manage the air traffic control tower. We do not have all the staff to maintain the runways. That's Eglin Air Force Base. Through a joint use agreement and enhanced use lease, we operate on Eglin. So some of the charges and the costs to operate a commercial service Part 139 airport, like our competitors, have all those costs and all of the men and equipment and women and machinery to do all that. We don't have that here. So obviously our charges and rates are so much lower than our competitors, which the airlines want. They want to operate next to nothing. And that's what we were able to do. So that said, we attracted Allegiant. In January, they announced service to VPS, flying to Cincinnati and St. Louis twice a week. And the bookings, advanced bookings, were so successful, within 7 days, they added an additional frequency to 3 times a week.
Wow.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
It didn't stop there.
It didn't stop there. So less than a month later, they came back and announced 4 additional cities: Knoxville, Memphis, Oklahoma City, and for the first time, we got interstate service, Fort Lauderdale. So 6 cities in the first 3 months of 2016. The annual economic impact, return on investment of that $3 million initially, is almost $14 million in just the first season.
That
and
sounds
tourist
great.
spending, that's just tourist spending. So from an air service development standpoint, we have done tremendously well. And we'll see, the citizens will see in the next coming years. We fully expect Allegiant to incrementally add cities each year, 1 to 2 cities every year, until we're maxed out.
Well, that is wonderful news.
It is.
And,
it is.
And those flights
Huge
have
success.
been so successful and
Yes.
busy, and as you can see, our
Yeah.
airport is very busy. So
And like I said, I can't say enough about the staff. My deputy airports director, Mike Stinson, our finance staff, the maintenance, everybody has a job to do, and their job is extremely important, what makes us to be so successful, to get new airlines. And you know, we also got Glow Airlines too. They're flying a 30-seat Saab turboprop 340 aircraft.
very nice aircraft.
It's beautiful aircraft.
Lots of space.
There is. They fly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to Little Rock, and the loads have been great. They started off with 8-10 folks. It's catching on. The last aircraft that was coming in, 25, 27 people on board. So it's that time of the year, the peak of the season. We hope to look to see what Glow can also offer. So we're working with them with some possible interstate service as well.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And again, these aren't going to break the bank, right? You're still going to have money to spend when you get here or when you go there. These
For $29,
these are pretty reasonable
for $39,
flights.
you can get on Allegiant from Knoxville, from Oklahoma City, and spend 3 to 5 to 7 days here in our beautiful county.
Right. When we look forward to having those
Yes.
those visitors here, and they can mingle with the locals while
Yes.
they're here. That's one of the neat things about coming to a small area
It is.
like this, and it's a wonderful time.
And you'll see, because we got an ultra low cost carrier, you'll see fares start to decrease on Delta and American and United, which, by the way, this weekend, American Airlines brings back their seasonal Washington, D.C. service. Flies on Saturdays and Sundays.
That's great.
So they're starting that back up. They have added.
That was a very popular flight.
And when we have
And
it.
now we have it back.
We have it
That's
back.
great.
It's seasonal service, so the bookings on that is extremely successful as well. They're bringing in larger aircraft from 50 seats to 70 seats on a 175 aircraft. Brand new aircraft on American Airlines. So
Did those start yet?
this weekend.
That's what I thought.
This
because-
weekend.
Yeah, actually, my husband was on the inaugural flight, probably.
That's super.
But-
In addition to that, they've upped their frequencies from 8 times a day to Dallas to 10 now. United is upping their frequency to Houston, an additional 2 flights a day. So across the board, we are knocking it out of the park.
That's
and again,
wonderful.
The staff does an incredible job. They're the ones that keep the rates and charges low for these carriers to be looking at us.
Well, that is wonderful
Yes,
news
yes.
for all of Okaloosa County. And we've got, speaking of Glow Airlines, we're doing a little promotion coming up with a television station in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's called KRK TV, and we've partnered with the tourism partners. You want to talk a little bit about that? They're gonna come here and actually shoot some.
They're gonna focus on our airport. They're gonna focus on our region. They're actually gonna go on the beach. They're gonna stay on the beach, and they're really gonna put together a series that they're gonna show in Little Rock on their experience here coming through VPS and to our beautiful area to increase the traffic on that Little Rock flight. And it's already working. So we look forward to seeing them here this weekend.
So that'll be a great opportunity
Sure.
as well for tourism in our area. And so what else is on the horizon? New airlines, new locations? What?
We're talking to airlines every day. We are. We actually have some of course, the Allegiant coming into VPS has made some news nationally, so we're on the radar. A lot of folks are looking at us. We do have meetings scheduled with other airlines, and we'll see what comes.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
That sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Destin Executive Airport.
Sure.
We have one of the major things going on there is a construction project on the new FAA Air Traffic Control Tower. Can you update our citizens
And
on
I
that?
believe the citizens see a picture, a kind of top-down view of the current construction of the air traffic control tower, which
Long time coming as well.
Oh, it's as
Worked
long
on
as
that
I've
for a long
been
time.
with the airport system in the county, we've worked to secure a position in the federal contract tower program, which essentially means the FAA will fund the positions of air traffic controllers in the tower, which Destin can't sustain the cost of the air traffic controllers. So now that we've made it into the program, the FAA in turn has given the county over $2 million to construct the air traffic control tower. The Florida Department of Transportation also has over $1 million in the construction. We're well underway. The road is installed and the tower is taking shape. The cab will be constructed and set. It'll stand about 71 feet in height. VFR only, however, it's an extension of the Eyes to Eglin Air Force's Bases Tower. If you look at the airspace in and around our area, it's extremely complex with the high-speed military traffic, the commercial aviation traffic, general aviation, parasailers, banner towers. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Anything to do to make our airspace safer, and that's how we were justified entry into the program. So. The tower's going up. We look to be complete with the actual construction around August, and with all the equipment, we look to be operational by November. So, extremely excited about the air traffic control tower at Destin.
And great safety factor for
Yes.
our citizens and
Yes.
for our partners at Eglin, all of our pilots over there, and
We want to
everybody
absolutely
flying
win.
in and out of Destin. So that'll be good. All right, let's talk about the Bob Sykes Airport in Crestview, which is a phenomenal economic indicator. Very, very different than Destin or VPS here. And it has a lot of impact on our local industry and jobs and things like that. What
Yeah,
can you
some
add
of-
to that?
Sure, some of our county's largest employers operate through the fence. That airfield and the Bob Sykes Airport is extremely important because a lot of these companies support the missions and the military, both at Herbert Field and Eglin. So, and the 7 Special Forces. So they do some training up there. It's an incredible airport. It's virtually a brand new 8,000-foot runway, a parallel taxiway system that's completely rehabbed, handle any aircraft in the industry. The airport's been pre-permitted, all 1,041 acres of it, to entice and attract additional businesses to the airport. So we work
Certified.
very, very hard.
Yeah.
The Economic Development Council headed up a couple of years ago to certify Bob Sykes Airport, and Nathan and his team, incredible job. We worked for a good part of a year to put that together, and now
Yeah.
it's a site where there's certified sites on Bob Sykes that are ready to go.
Right, Nathan Sparks, that
Yes.
is our EDC
Yes.
director. So
Nathan
very good.
and Kay and Caroline McCoy, that super partnership there. So when I say ready to go, and everybody's heard the term shovel ready, this is beyond that. The stormwater ponds are installed, the
Yeah.
infrastructure is in place. They're more than ready to go. So when we do go to these aviation industry conferences like the National Business Aircraft Association or the like to pitch the airport, we're pitching it. So
Right.
we're just looking for that one company that can accentuate the businesses and the mission of the military and hopefully attract them to the airport. So.
And we thank our commissioners as well for their vision and their support of our airport summit. They're certainly a big
Incredible.
part of everything that we have talked about today. And
The leadership,
Bob Sykes.
the leadership that we have is incredible. So we couldn't do it without them and their support.
Well, and I also want to mention a couple of things about our airport here, and that is we do now have a cell phone lot. There is a dog park.
Free cell
You want
phone
to
lot.
talk about a free cell phone
Free parking
lot.
in the cell phone lot.
So you can park in the cell phone lot, wait, have somebody call you when they've got their luggage, and just drive up and pick them up, which is a huge convenience. Also, the dog park, another huge convenience for our
We make it
traveling
easy.
public.
We make it easy. And in our backdrop, we have, we're so proud of our USO. It serves roughly 1,600 military families, members, and troops per day. So it's a beautiful facility. It's very easy to come in and out of. It's a wonderful place to live and to work. So I feel extremely blessed to be here.
Well, very, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else to add? I know you had Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here recently at the airport. Anything else that we're forgetting? Got about 30 seconds, Tracy.
Yeah, we did. Our airport police department, in conjunction with the TSA, it's the second annual Bring Your Sons and Daughters to Work. Eglin actually caught wind of it, so they also came and was involved, where the kids actually got to see what the parents do all day long. We had some of our police vehicles. Eglin brought over some vehicles as well, and they got the tour in the back of the TSA in the checkpoint area to see what mom and dad does every day. So it was very, very well. Some 25 kids here,
Great.
and it was great for also the parents. So we're always looking to do things like that and be involved with all the chambers and the community. Anything we could do.
Well, thank you so much,
Yes,
Tracy.
no,
and
thank you.
again, thank you everyone for joining us here at the airport today. We want to thank Cox and all our community partners on the Okaloosa Today Show, the City of Destin and the City of Fort Walton Beach. And we will see you next time.
And
on the
remember to
Okaloosa
fly.
Today Show.
Remember to fly VPS.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Thanks for watching Okaloosa Today. Join us again next month to learn about local news and information for Okaloosa County, Fort Walton Beach, and Destin.